Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of All Things Universal Orlando. Today, we're going to be looking at the top 5 reasons you should be staying at Endless Summer Resort and Suites Dockside Inn. Hey again everybody, we're going to be doing another resort review today. We're going to be looking at Endless Summer Dockside. We looked at Surfside, about 7 months ago, and here we are now with Dockside just opening up, about a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago. We had the opportunity to stay there at our most recent trip, which literally we've been back a week. We were there for 6 days, and we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons that I think you should be staying there, or whether or not I do think you should be staying there. We had a great time, as always. I mean, it's Universal, so it's hard to have, in fact, I think it's impossible not to have a good time. It is, of course, our favorite place in the world. You're watching this because you want to know about this resort, so let's get right to it.
Great, Scott. Number 5.
Number 5, the 5th reason I think you should consider staying at Endless Summer Dockside is the dining. It's pretty good. Not great, and that's why it comes in at number 5, but it's pretty good. They have basically one major restaurant and a couple of little other things. They have a Starbucks, and then they have a poolside bar. But the main restaurant that you're going to be looking at is the Dockside Pier 8 Market. Kind of a grab-and-go thing, food on demand kind of a thing. And they do have some good things. Operating hours are basically 7 to 11 during the week. And then on the weekend, sometimes they stay open a little bit later than that. They do have a pretty good menu. The best part about the menu here is that nothing, I don't believe, was priced over $12. So it's very, very, very affordable. We did have breakfast there a couple times. We also had dinner there, and I'm going to tell you that breakfast was substantially better than dinner. They have omelet kind of things. They have, breakfast sandwiches. They have biscuits and gravy, which is what I had. And it's all pretty good. The price point is exceptional. For lunch and dinner, we also had dinner there one time. I had the Krusty Cuban sandwich, which was $10. My wife had like a 2-piece chicken meal, which I think was $12. And my daughter had a pizza. And I'm going to be straight up with you. It really wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible. The price point was good. They had a Coke Freestyle machine there that you can use. The food was all right. I mean, it was just all right. But it's the price point that sells it, and that's the reason this makes the list. I probably wouldn't eat dinner there again, but like I said, we had breakfast there multiple times, and I most certainly would do that again. The breakfast was really good, reasonable. It started your day off right. You didn't get hungry again, like at 12:30, 1 o'clock when you normally get hungry, and now you're sitting in the parks and you're like, I got to go spend $60 to eat at Moe's or whatever for a family of 3. That didn't happen because we were able to really satisfy ourselves with breakfast at a reasonable price. Like I said, the food looked really good at dinner. The chicken looked good, the sandwich looked good, and it was average. So all in all, probably, like I said, I highly recommend it for breakfast. I think you should do it. The ambiance is great. The dining room is great. You're seeing some of this footage on the green screen behind me. It's all part of the theming, which is also going to be on this list at some point. And it really did satisfy the needs of what we needed to start our day. I would just say, when it comes to dinner, I don't know that this is the place I would eat. If I had that to do over again, I probably would have stopped somewhere in City Walk or gone to a different resort and had a better dinner and maybe paid a little more money for it. All in all, though, those are the reasons that dining is the 5th reason you should be staying at Endless Summer Dockside.
Number 4. Boop-boop-be-doop-boop.
The 4th reason you should be staying at Endless Summer Dockside, frankly, all the amenities. And there's a lot. I mean, it's just basically what you would expect from a resort, a value resort that Universal's put together. Almost identical to what you have at Surfside. In fact, it pretty much is identical. You have a pool and a splash pad. You have different poolside activities that are usually planned, but during COVID-19 are not. You have a really nice fitness center, and people were using the fitness center. You have a game room, but even it is unavailable to COVID. But really, to me, what tipped this, that made this come in at number 4, was the Universal store. This is probably right up there with Cabana Bay's store. I think Cabana Bay has a great store. I don't know that it's better than this one. I think this Universal store is exceptional. You have a ton of Harry Potter things. You have a ton of Universal things, and you have also kind of like Tommy Bahama, Ocean Pacific kind of beach merchandise that you can buy there as well. But they also had Christmas ornaments and just all kinds of things there. It really was a great store. I think we walked through it every day that we were there. I bought this sweatshirt there, $55 as I recall, and I was really happy to do it. The weather was colder than we anticipated. The point being, all of the amenities are available, and Universal Orlando has done a great job, better than any other theme park around, of creating a value resort that you can afford to take your family on a vacation. So not only the elite can take a nice vacation, but even those of us who struggle can take a really nice vacation. This was a good time. This store made it good. The amenities were good. It was too cold for us to go in the pool, but other people were, and the pool was very nice. It was a beautiful resort. It was a beautiful pool. The game room looked nice. I saw it from the outside, but again, you couldn't go in and play. And the exercise fitness center was also pretty good, and there were people taking advantage of that. It's all brand new. Remember, we had been there when it had been open, 6 weeks, so it was a great thing. Everything about this was clean, but the amenities is the fourth reason that I think you should be considering staying at Endless Summer Dockside.
Tree and a half. Wait, tree or tree and a half?
Number 3 is theming. You know, when I initially went into this, I had the same first impression that I did over at Surfside, which was that the theming wasn't all that great. But having stayed there now for a week, I'm able to change that opinion. Because when you look at everything that's going on, they've actually done a really good job of theming this around a beach/dockside kind of place. I think the number one theme point would probably be the lobby, where you see the huge driftwood that has been is kind of a centerpiece there in the lobby. But it's more than that. They have chandeliers that are made out of driftwood that really are pretty neat, and the ambient light is nice when it shines through them. It's really well done. But it even goes beyond that. Where you eat in the Pier 8 restaurant is set to look like you're underneath the pier. And I missed this the first time going in, but once it was pointed out to me, I saw it and I thought it was outstanding. It really does look like you're underneath some pier while you're eating your meal. Theming is excellent, and in the rooms the theming is well done also. This has a different feel than Surfside. Surfside is kind of centered around a beach theme, so you get a lot of surfboards and blues. This one's more the Dockside beach thing. You have more of a beige and a brown kind of ambient theme that works, and it works nicely. And so your bedrooms look nice. The bathrooms look nice. We at Surfside, we had the opportunity of staying in a suite, and it was the same kind of thing as here, only we were just in a regular 2-queen room this time. But the theming is second to none. This is where Universal has really upped their game over the past 10 to 15 years. And I think it is what they have done that has surpassed Disney in theming. Usually, no one themes like Disney. Now, I think no one themes like Universal. Therefore, theming is the third reason I think you should consider staying at Endless Summer Dockside.
Number 2!
The second reason, I tell you, the benefits of staying at a Universal resort, second to none. It really is amazing. Early admission to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, depending on which park is offering that at that time. You have free transportation that is easy, and it actually is fun. It's not water taxi fun, but the bus is cool. They do take wonderful safety precautions for COVID. They give you colored wristbands each day. They take your temperature. It's really safe. They're spaced out in the seating. It's not inconvenient the way you think it might be. It's actually really convenient, and the buses run pretty regularly. You're really a quarter mile away from the parks, and the drop-off site is actually closer than if you parked right there in the parking garage. You walk up a stairwell, you go through the security check, right into City Walk. It's really well done. Universal has maximized their efforts when it comes to transportation. In my reasons why I thought that Universal is better than Disney video, the first video I ever posted, transportation was on that list. And I, again, just want to applaud and commend Universal for making transportation great. Not good, great. You don't have to have a car while you're there. You can get anywhere within Universal and get anything that you need within Universal Orlando Resort with their transportation, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Therefore, that is one of the primary things from the standpoint of amenities. But there's not just the transportation. You have your room key, which can use to purchase things, whether you're at the bar, the restaurant, or the grill. Your room key also gets you into the Wizarding World or the early park admission, which gets you to the Wizarding World. Your room key is pretty cool. Not to mention they put your name on it, and it's got a theme to it. I collect them. I have all the ones I've ever had, and it's kind of fun. Also, shopping has been made really easy. You can still buy things in the theme park and have them shipped back to your room, so you're not carrying stuff around and having to use the locker system. Which, by the way, again, Universal has really improved upon the locker system since the last time I was there. When you think of all of the amenities that Universal has made available to you by staying at one of their resorts, it's really something that you should do. And for all of those reasons, the benefits of staying at a Universal resort, second to none. Now, I do not have an honorable mention. There really isn't a need for one, so I'm going to recap the top 5 before we get to number 1. Number 5 is the dining. I've already talked about it. You can go back and watch it again. Good, not great, available, but priced pretty well. The 4th reason, amenities. I've covered them all, from the pool to the workout fitness center to the game room when it's open to everything that you get is pretty nice. Your room is nice. Everything's good. I will say this about amenities. In a regular 2-bedroom suite, there is no microwave and there is no coffee maker. And this was a bad thing for me. I'm a coffee guy, and the last thing in the world I want to do is wake up early in the morning, get dressed, put my mask on, walk downstairs to Starbucks and spend $10 for a couple of cups of coffee. And yet, that's what I had to do. No coffee maker in your room. And this was a bit of a disappointment. But still, amenities. That is the 4th reason I think you should be staying there. The 3rd reason, theming. I just talked about it. It's themed beautifully. It's very well done. They've captured the element of a dockside resort, and I think they've done it really well. Number 2, I just got through telling you about those. All the benefits, from the transportation to the room key access, just everything that they offer, early admission, worth doing. So here it is.
Hey, number 1.
The number 1 reason you should be staying at Endless Summer Dockside? Value. Nothing like this. You're going to have a hard time finding a non-Universal resort at these kind of rates if you qualify. I went online just before filming this video and I got some price points. If you were to take a trip, now I'm filming this video on the 3rd of February, and I planned just a hypothetical trip that went from, I think, the February 8th through February 12th, a 5-day stay in February, a low peak time. Without any kind of qualifying rate, $81.75 a night for your room at a Universal Orlando resort. That's unbelievable. Now, I will tell you, we stayed 6 days and we got an annual pass holder rate that was $79. That's amazing as well. Now, that's during the week. On Friday and Saturday night, the price goes up to just around $100. If you want a suite, $123 a night. That's pretty reasonable for what you get. You get your own private bedroom. You can sleep up to 6 people. You do have a microwave and you do have a coffee maker in the suite. Had I known all of that, I probably would have paid extra money for the suite, but I didn't. So you live and you learn. Listen, I've said it millions of times. Universal Orlando Resort has maximized your value to stay with them. They've made it affordable for anybody to do. No other resort has done this. Not Disney, nowhere else. They do this better than anybody. And because of it, people are noticing. People are coming, people are staying, and people are having better vacations thanks to Universal Orlando Resort. I'm grateful for it. I'm sure you're grateful for it too. Like I said, the only thing negative that I will say about this was no coffee maker. And that to me was kind of a downer. When I think of the $79, call it an $80 room rate, every day I'm spending $10 on coffee. So now it becomes a $90 room rate. Now, I know that none of the Universal rooms have microwaves. There is one in the lobby and you can use that. But what we like to do when we go is go to Publix, buy a bunch of snacks, buy a bunch of like breakfast sandwiches, things like that, come back to our room and eat that for breakfast. And we weren't able to do that, not without some great inconvenience. I would strongly encourage you, if you're going to stay there, go buy a cheap coffee maker or bring one with you. That was really inconvenient and it kind of spoiled it for us. Maybe we're spoiled, I'll grant you that. But at my age, I can live with that. If I had that all to do over again, I think what I would do is pay the upgrade and go to the suite and have the benefit of a coffee maker and a microwave in my room. That's really the only negative that I have. All in all, Endless Summer Dockside was a good resort, and I think it's a great place for you to stay, affording your budget. I don't know that we'll stay there again. I think I missed out on the Express Pass, even though when we went wasn't a very busy time. There was still something that I missed about it. And so I think when we plan our next trip, whenever that may be, we're probably going to go back to Royal Pacific, maybe Hard Rock, maybe even Portofino. I'm looking forward to the rest of Universal's Universal opening the rest of their resorts, Sapphire Falls and Aventura. I loved Aventura. Aventura is probably my second favorite resort there. And if I had the option of Dockside or Aventura, I'd pay a little extra to stay at Aventura. You might want to consider that. But really, it's up to the individual. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be made aware every time we have a new video. I've changed the format. This kind of video is only going to be coming out, I think, on Saturdays. And then throughout the week, you're going to get small little updates. Leave your comments of what you think of Dockside. Leave your comments on there telling me what videos you would like to see me make. Hey guys, as always, God bless you. Have an amazing day today. Be a blessing to somebody else and watch what happens in your life. Be well. We'll see you.